Hi guys, so Angela Rayner, the Deputy Labour Leader, recently said something about the Tories. Was she right to call them quote-unquote scum? They introduced austerity that drove the middle class into working class territory and the working class into poverty. Their solution to benefits was to introduce universal credit that required up to 5 weeks' wait for benefits and punishes people for not sending enough CVs per month with a sanction. It also deemed terminally ill people fit for work. Universal credit has added to the mental health crisis and driven more people to use food banks. Oh yes, food banks, which have increased dramatically since the Tories have been in power. Then we get to Brexit. Members of the Conservative Party used every dirty trick in the book and not in the book to convince the public to vote for something that would make them worse off. They lied and cheated and continued to mislead the public over Brexit. They told the public that they could have their cake and eat it. They called anyone who was against Brexit or tried to stop the damage it was doing traitors, enemies of the public and Ramoners. They underfunded the NHS for a decade and began its slow but soon-to-be complete sell-off. They were told to prepare for a pandemic and ignored it. They ignored the current pandemic at the beginning, which meant the response could have been better. But they put protecting the Conservative Party and Boris Johnson's reputation over people's lives. They clapped for the NHS in what was probably one of the most cynical things I've ever seen a government do, all the while staff didn't have the right PPE because people close to the party had won contracts which were just a means for those donors to make some easy money. 130,000 people died that didn't need to. Johnson complained about living on only £130,000 a year, while his party voted against free school meals for children who live in poverty. Well, I ask you, are the Tories scum? Let me know in the comments.